I know some of y'all not up yet. Y'all recovering from last night. But when you get up, you can view this, okay? So, I've been doing this little series, When Rocks Cry Out, the sacred rocks, okay? The sacred stones, crystals, rocks, all that, right? So I use these cards, all right? The crystal cards. So whatever ones pop out and want to be seen, after I cleanse them and all of that, shuffle them, do my affirmations, words of power, they come out, right? And then we're going to do a native spirit card, okay? Now, this is one of my little books, like daily little words, okay? The Cherokee Feast of Days, Anianwaya Feast of Days, the sacred days. So every day is a sacred day. Some days are extra sacred because those are the days of ceremony, ritual, right? When we have our family reunions, powwows, or some kind of ceremony, right? So the word of the day, even though this is not June 9th, June 10th word, but June 14th word, we gonna jump to that because that's what came out today. Trust is the word. Trust. Trust. Who can you trust? That's the that's the $1 trillion question. Who can you trust? Sometimes you can't trust motherfuckers in your circle, right outside your circle, in your peripheral. You gotta really tune in and weed motherfuckers out, okay? So the quote, they always give a quote of the day. This quote is by Standing Elk. It says, "You have come here to buy this country of ours, and it will be well if you just came, but with the price in your hand." Meaning, when the invaders came, they should have just had their trillions, billions of dollars in hand and said, "We want to buy a piece of this. Can we make an agreement with y'all? If we gonna do business with y'all, we should have just like approached it in that way." But some of the peace-loving nations and tribes, just allowed, them to trade with them, barter with them with just little different trinkets, right? Not knowing the nature of the beast, but we have ancient stories that said that these invaders were coming. Everybody didn't pay attention. And some of our nations and tribes fought back. One in particular that comes to mind is the great-grandmother tribe, the Yamasee, who the Seminoles come from, right? The Yamasee, the Seminoles, the Miccosukee people, the unconquered people, the people that fought the wars to end slavery, because we wasn't having that. We was warriors, warrioresses. We top of the food chain, so to speak, right? So the word of the day is trust, okay? This is the word of the day from the Cherokee Feast of Days, Anianwaya. All right. So, I read the quote. Ostas Denale, good day to everybody tuning in. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm going to be on here for a second. Then I got to handle my business. So, trust. I'm going to read it. It says, "This is the age of questioning. Nothing can be accepted at face value the way it once was." Really, it never fucking was, right? Because a woman or a man was about their word, and their word fucking mattered. If you spoke a thing, you gonna stand on that shit. You gonna ride for it. Whatever you speaking on, right? So it says, a man's word, a woman's word has been broken so many times that we are convinced no one can be trusted. But such evidence is not always true. Emotions and unrestrained imagination make us assume that certain people are not trustworthy. No, listen, wait a minute. Pause. Pause. You have intuition. You have intuition, discernment. You do have an inner knowing because you get some red flags first. You get a feeling. You just, you can pick up on shit. And you like, sometimes we want to give a motherfucker a chance. So we just minimize that feeling. We minimize it. We like, oh, we're going to give them a chance and shit. Okay, watch that shit. We need to have our discernment shield on. Whatever you want to call it, okay? All right, it talks about emotions and unrestrained imagination make us assume that certain people are not trustworthy, but our intuition will tell us if they are trustworthy or not. And then if they speak words and they follow up with that shit, they are proactive, they put action behind those words, and we see their track record, you're like, okay, you gaining my trust. But they gotta build on that, right? So it also goes on to say, if we are going to deal with hearsay, we are in no position to judge. So the only time that we supposed to judge a motherfucker is if they don't do what the fuck they say they gonna do. If they don't stand on their word, judge they ass. Get your gavel, get your Libra hat on, and hit that gavel and say, you are deemed untrustworthy. You're dismissed. Judge Judy on the ass. Y'all know she a Libra. She represents us well. All right. If we, okay, it goes on to say, when enough time has passed, we will know what is true. Because over time, people will tell you and they'll show you who they are, right? Until then, it is wise to withhold opinions and refuse to believe the worst of anyone, even if something has given us reason to be suspicious. Now, this book, this page right now, is giving people a chance. But giving people a chance sometimes will fuck you over. Just like Standing Elk said when the invaders came to our land. This is America, American Indian land, indigenous land. All right, original people's land. So you gotta listen. You are guilty until proven innocent. It's facts. All right. It said, when enough time has passed, we will know what is true. All right. The loss is too great to a ada do he is to d. All right. That's the onion wire word for too great. All right. The loss is too great to accuse or make charge against people without knowing if it is true. So basically, you hear some hearsay. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. Good day. Peace to you. Peace to everybody tuning in. Dealing with hearsay. Okay. Make a mental note of it. If somebody shares their experience with the person and they like, oh, that motherfucker tried to fuck me over on some money, or they tried to do A, B, C, and D, take a mental note and you fill them out. You be the judge. You be the Supreme Court life judge in this, okay? And you see, because people in your life, they got to go through a series of tests before they are deemed trustworthy. And that usually happens over time. Like their grace period is over time. All right, keep that in mind. Okay, so when you pay attention to your intuition, your feelings, your spiritual eye, your spiritual senses, and see, okay, it's gonna make you be like, okay, I gotta watch them. Or are they gonna do what they say they're gonna do, or are they gonna do some contrary shit? You be the judge. Fuck what that book said. Oh, don't judge anyone. Nah. You are the Supreme Court judge of your life. So, you're going to judge anybody that comes close to you. Okay? Now, when the rocks cry out, the sacred rocks, crystal stones, I have 2 of them today. All right. Now, this one is beryl. It's green, kind of green. All right, now this one deals with spiritual advancement. Okay, it says, there are many things that can get in the way of spiritual advancement. This stone has the ability to filter out these distractions and fill you with courage and initiative to believe in yourself. It can attract love and maintain it, as well as opening your mind to understanding true love. So that's for the people that believe in true love and all that. Okay? So, this can help you battle distractions when it comes to your spiritual advancement. Okay? And one of the core principles of spiritual advancement, being a spiritual being, is having love, true love, flowing in that. But if somebody crosses you, you know what to fucking do, right? All right, so the other sacred rock stone crystal is charolite. All right, it's purple. Now green, it deals with your heart chakra. That's why they was talking about love in the midst of your spiritual advancement. But this purple card, it deals with your first eye and your crown chakra, right? Okay, it says vibrations and transformation and deep love radiate from this stone. As it cleanses all chakras, its warm feeling reminds you to live your life now. Live your life now, and not to wait to really be who you are. It helps you to transform into a being filled with self-love and deep love for all life on this planet. So both of these cards kind of tapped into some love. Some love in the air for somebody, okay? But in summary, this can help cleanse your chakras, all right? And remind you to live your life now. Live your life now. Another page that I had turned to when I opened the word of the day from the Ani and Waya Cherokee Feast of Days was February 17th word. It talks about living fully, okay? All right. All right. So y'all can pause it and read it. But living fully. Okay. I'm going to read the quote. All right. This is from the my ancestors, the Anayanwaya peoples. It says, all right, my Cherokee is not excellent. I'm working on it. I know basic words, basic conversational words, and some other words, but it says, Kawatlios Tatgachi. Peace for the Cherokees. Oh, America, peace for the Cherokees. Okay. Touching the earth is a lovely thing, a feeling of once again finding our beginnings, a knowing that is this place where we stand, whether to walk or to plow or to plant, is something created for us. For the pulse of the earth slows our own and tranquilizes our confusion. The Cherokees believe that seeing the sky in all its limitless depths stirs our imaginations and stretches our awareness of how much simple beauty is provided for us. We can see that bitterness lasts only as long as we allow it. But we have reached beyond the ceiling of our minds and are as unlimited as the sky. As currents of the air stir the fragrance of the flowers, we may be able to see all things, but we sense the influence and know that life is ours to enjoy. It comes by divine heritage. I'm going to read that last part again. Life is ours to enjoy. It comes by divine heritage, by fucking birthright. Okay? Life is ours to enjoy. So live it fully. And it pairs with this card that says, the crystal, the sacred rock of the day that's crying out, Charite. It says, it reminds you to live your life now and not to wait, to really be who you are. So do it now, today. So if you're just tuning in, y'all can go back and view and listen. But when rocks cry out, the sacred rocks, the sacred stones. All right, we did Beryl. It's a green stone dealing with your heart chakra. It was talking about spiritual advancement and distractions. Okay, this can help with the distractions. Get rid of them so you can spiritually advance. When you spiritually advance, your mental, that's paired with that. And then your body, your actions is gonna follow. All right, Charlite deals with vibrations and transformation, cleanses all your chakras, and it reminds you to live your life now and not to wait to be who you really are today. Okay, so those are the sacred rocks, crystal stones that are crying out today. And now the last card is going to come from the native spirit cards. Okay, let's see what the native spirit card is. Alright, on the last live, the card was Thunder Drum. Alright, to beat your own thunder drum and basically fight for who you are, what you flow in, what you believe in, what you know, all that. So the native spirit card of the day. That's what I'm doing if y'all just tuning in. Peace, OCO Halito, to everybody coming in. Hello, Ostasanale, good day. All right. All right. All right, it's raining here today. But the spirit of water, all right, in the sweat lodge. Okay. Now, you have water from great mystery, great spirit, rain. Rain is for cleansing, water is for cleansing, purification. You got water signs. Water signs are usually very emotional people. Um, Now, the sweat lodge deals with air and water. Um, you go into a sweat lodge. It may be built of willow branches or whatever tree that is sacred to cleansing and purification is built of that. It's covered, and they like herbs and roots of choice. It could be yes, sacred tobacco, cedar, sweetgrass, um, tobacco, sage, palo santo, copal. These are things to cleanse, right? Those things are lit, and then you sweat it out. So the sweat is water or impurities that's coming out of your body. So somebody may need to do this, tuning in now or later. You need to do your own sweat lodge. You can't go to the reservation and get with the medicine woman or man. You can do your own. Now, I do my own. Give y'all a tip. Like, okay, the invaders got this from us. When you go to saunas, spas and shit like that, they got that from our ancestors. Those sacred healing waters where they have those hot springs. You can go to a place like that if that's what you want to do, or you can do it in your own home, right? Go in your bathroom, cleanse it first, get you some Palo Santo, some copal, the cleansing herb root of choice, wood bark of choice, okay? Light it, cleanse the area, all right? Run your bath water, get it real hot in there. Get it real hot in there. Um, Put you some sacred rocks and stones in your bath water. You can put salt and other herbs and roots of choice that promote cleansing, purification, healing in there. And you can sit in there, and all that steam is gonna pull all those toxins out of your body. You're gonna sweat, and that's those toxins coming out of your body. So somebody needs to do their own sweat lodge ceremony and cleanse. This is a message to someone. And everybody needs to do this whenever you feel bogged down or you going through anything. You can do it at any time. Yes, we have specific times when we have times of cleansing and purification as a whole, as a people. But you got to do this on some self shit as often as you need. Okay? Like when they give you prescriptions, no. Take as needed, do as needed. But the spirit of water, okay? The spirit of water can be life. Like I said, it's purification and cleansing. Water signs are emotional. Whether you're dealing with hurricanes, tsunamis, that's a great and terrible emotions. That's when somebody is angry. Then you got when it's raining hard, just pouring. That could be anger, or it could be you just like letting loose all those emotions, just And then you have that light little sprinkle. Um, that could be, you know, purification or crying, cleansing, getting it out, all that. So the spirit of water. But we're going to see, what the book says also. All right, this book is saying that the spirit of water card deals with trusting your intuition, which is actually paired with uh, one of the things that I read from the Cherokee Feast of Days. It said, basically, be the judge. Trust your intuition. All right. Um, Trust your intuition. Know that you're on the right path. Take time to nurture yourself. Allow your inner child free to reign. Believe in your dreams. Don't stifle your emotions. Trust the messages they are giving you. So there's a fine line. I gotta say this. There's a fine line. There's your discernment, your spidey senses, and then there's your emotion. You gotta know which is which. You gotta draw the fucking line in the sand because your emotions sometimes can fuck you up. That's why you gotta have your emotions in check. Sometimes it's free to be. It's time to be free about your emotions. It's a time and a place for that. But you can't get that mixed up with your emotions and your discernment, your intuition. Two different things. Two different things. So water signs, that's something, some homework that y'all can do is deciphering what's your emotions. Is it your emotions because you're very emotional, or is it your intuition? You gotta be the supreme judge of that, okay? You gotta decipher which is which, because you might wanna mess with somebody because your emotions are running high, and then that will smother your intuition. But if you know how to gauge, okay, yeah, I feel like I love this person, or I feel like this person is trustworthy. They kind of show me they are, but your intuition is like, nah, watch that motherfucker, or you need to cut them out of your life, him, her, what, you need to leave a toxic environment, whatever it is. But you have to be the supreme judge of deciphering. Is it your emotions that you're operating in, or is it your true intuition, your true spiritual intuition, which is that spiritual shit. It trumps it trumps your emotions, because the spiritual intuition is the truth from great mystery, great spirit within, telling you nah, nope, or yes. You gotta really pay attention and decipher. All right. Now also goes on to say, um trust messages that are coming to you, basically. Now, purify and cleanse yourself in your home, because you don't want to. The other card was talking about this too. You don't want to just be so bogged down with everybody's energy that you done came in contact with, or that done came in your house. You got to cleanse often. Just like you got to wash your ass every day, you got to cleanse often. Okay? You got to cleanse often. As needed. Okay? All right. Healing is on its way. Emotional healing energy is expanding within you. So someone is dealing with healing their emotions. Everybody on the planet has dealt with healing their emotions, okay? Now it says, what you need to know. The spirit of water invites you, it invites an emotional richness into your life. So this is for somebody that be like, fuck emotions. They ain't really dealing with emotions. They like, psh. So you got to have balance with the shit, okay? You got intuition and you got emotions. You be the judge using your intuition when it's free, when you feel free to share your emotions or to truly feel your emotions, okay? Communicate from your heart, also from your intuition, okay? Embrace your childlike wonder. This card also represents purification, cleansing, and healing. It reminds you to clean your personal space and your body, like I just said. It also urges you to accept and embrace your emotions. Okay? All of them. All right. Now, if somebody fucked you over, okay, yeah, you're going to be mad. You're going to get all that anger out. You might do like your own little powwow or a kickboxing session. Go to the gym, or if you got a bag at home, let that shit out. I do music therapy. That helps me. I'll put on some Bone, some Brother Lynch Hung, some Ice Cube. I'll put on some shit and obliterate a motherfucker so I can keep my freedom. You know, I'll just let that out with my music therapy. Oh, they, I done killed them lyrically so I won't have to put my hands on them. And then sometimes you might have to put your hands on somebody. That's in extreme measures. Or you may have to defend yourself. You have the right to defend yourself, okay? So, it also goes on to say, um, sometimes you got to deal with your ugly emotions, some of the ones that you don't like. Additionally, it's saying, this is the disclaimer, the small writing, at the end. Trust your hunches. Basically, trust your intuition because that trumps all the shit, right? Push off from the shore of safety and enter the flow of life. Okay, all is well. When you know all is well, you can basically put yourself out there. If your intuition is telling you, okay, this person is okay, I'm gonna peep them out and see if they really trustworthy, and then their track record over time shows you that they can be trustworthy. Then it's okay for you to get out of the shallow end and kind of start walking towards the deep end or the deep waters. So they are comparing it to you standing at the shore where it just wet, like the water comes up and it just wets your feet a little bit. That's basically the shallow end. But if somebody prove themselves, you can start walking towards the water and get into, you know, the pool, the lake, the river. A motherfucker gotta be really trustworthy if you going deep into the ocean. Okay, so that's the Native Spirit card of the day. 2 cards: Spirit of Water and Sweat Lodge. All right, so I'm out. I love y'all. Y'all have a peaceful day. Enjoy the weekend. Have fun. Do whatever you're going to do. But just always flow in your intuition because it trumps your emotions. Message. Love y'all. Asheo.